Hey everyone, welcome to a special edition of What Do You Need to Know to Live in Costa Rica? Today, we're talking about the election. That's right. Today, we are talking about this past week's U.S. election. I'm Patrick Jager, joined as always by my good friend and business partner, Aaron Bailey. Hey, Aaron.
Pura vida, Patrick.
Pura vida. So, guys, we wanted to do this really quickly because we've had literally like a 400 or 500% increase in calls this week. Um, and most of the calls have been, I'm freaked out, I want to move. And we want to come and talk to you real quickly because we think it's really important to think about the reasons you're moving. We've done another video on this a few weeks ago as prep, but just hearing people's comments this week, Aaron, don't you I mean, we need to readdress it.
Yeah, I think it's important to realize that we're in a period of confusion and shock and fear, and that's not the best place to make decisions. So I think it's really important to just take a deep breath. We realize that there is a lot going on. Yep. And from that place, from a place of peace, then you can start to make better decisions for yourself and your family.
And it's important to say, we're not making a political judgment here which side you voted on. This isn't, we really like to think of this as an apolitical thing. Both sides, there are people on both sides that are contacting us grieving. And there are people from outside saying, we want to leave wherever we leave because we're freaked out by it too. So
Yeah.
this is more about the freak out. And I think something you just said, Aaron, is I think where we want to start this. What is the intention of you leaving where you are? If what you're trying to do is pull a geographic because you're in pain where you are for whatever reason, truthfully, we will both say that is not the reason to move anywhere. Very few people that pull geographics purely to avoid pain succeed. And then you've uprooted your family and you're not coming here with the right intentions. We don't want more ugly Americans or ugly Westerners or we don't want more people to move here purely to escape something or to have a slice of beauty that they can spend a lot of money on and taking away land from other people. And we don't want that. There are tourists here. This country survives on tourism, but the people we think need to come here and move here are people that want to participate and become part of the fabric of Costa Rica. And if you're moving because of politics, the chances of that being how you ultimately grow into Costa Rica, we don't think is there.
And the politics here aren't aligned with anyone coming here necessarily. So you're not going to escape politics anywhere you move, including
Anyway,
Costa Rica. So, really, your thought should be, is Costa Rica the right place for me and my family? And do I want to move there with the right intentions, the ability to invest in your neighbors, Costa Ricans, your neighborhood, your community, the ability to learn Spanish and to really integrate into society. And for oftentimes, that's not going to be the case for a lot of people. They want to move here and live like they do in the United States without the U.S. politics,
in a
and that's
bubble.
simply in a bubble, and that's simply not a good approach to take. You're not going to be happy here long term.
I think another thing to think about, and again, if this dissuades some people, great, because our goal is not to scare anyone. Our goal is literally, we just want to help you think through what you're feeling right now. The other big thing to think about if you really are thinking about moving anywhere, Costa Rica, Colombia,
Panama.
Panama, or Portugal for that matter, is how are you going to make a living? If you have a job that is remote where you can do that job from anywhere, you can consider moving abroad. Or if you're retired, obviously that's true too. But if you are someone that's like, oh, I'll find a job down there, you're not going to find a job in Costa Rica. Um, there are a lot of internationals that live and work in Costa Rica. They are visaed in because of the work they do, the company they work for. But if you're coming down with a special trade, you're a teacher, you're a welder, you're whatever, you're not going to get a job here. You don't have a work permit. They're not going to give you a work permit because it takes a job away from a Costa Rican, which is what they should always do first. That's how it works in Canada. That's how it works in the United States. You always want your citizens to have first right. So if you are not mobile, if you are not either independently wealthy, have an online job, or can get visaed in, you're not going to find work here. And that's true of almost every country. So please think about your intention. It is scary for a lot of people right now, no matter what side of politics you're in, because there's so much uncertainty. Aaron, if someone really does, though, have the right intention or has like been thinking about this for a long time, and this is that shove they needed to kind of move into that, we're okay with that for sure.
Absolutely. Right. If you are coming here with the right mindset, we would love to talk with you and help you to potentially dream about moving to Costa Rica. Um,
How do they do that, Aaron?
how do they do that? Was not meant to be a sales plug, but hola at yourpuravida.com. Shoot us an email. Just let us know what you're thinking. Again, we would love to have a conversation with you. We'll send you a link to schedule a call with us, um, and talk through, where you're at. What's your mindset?
We for those of you that are hurting, we feel for you. For those of you that are celebrating, we get that too. For those of you that are questioning and are looking for an alternative, Costa Rica is definitely an alternative. Our job is to see if it's the right alternative for you. And for a lot of people, it is, but for a lot of others, it's not. And that's exactly what you want. You want to find the right place for you, not just a place. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. And until next time,
Pura Vida.
Pura Vida.